First Connor was born and then I was born, and now we're adults and we're playing games. It's the Digi Bros.
Welcome back to Digi Bros.
Oh, someone's coming up the stairs.
Hey, it's Shade.
It's
Shades a Digi Bro. Hey, it's TrevCon 2015. We were just talking shit about you guys.
Really?
On the last episode, because this episode just started.
Yeah.
We're about to fight the Four Kings. What are you guys up to?
That's a fun fight.
Nothing?
Internet died, so we...
Oh yeah, the internet. Oh, it's back now.
Yeah,
Son of bitches.
Restarted the router.
Yeah, why was it dead? New router's weird. We got a
Kinda sucks.
what's it called? The quantum router?
Does it suck?
Something like
I thought it was better.
It's better and worse in different ways. Like it's better because the internet connection's better, but then it keeps fucking up for some reason. So
it's something to do with it's something to do with something outside the house that we can't really fix.
Yeah.
So we just
The router itself is supposed to be better.
Fuck, I hate the way he like spins like a bitch.
Having, like, service interruptions.
right.
So anyways, we're fighting the Four Kings, which are trees. Dead trees? Oh, it's got a face.
Oh man, there's those things from PSO.
Which oh yeah, the
arm dudes.
in the mines,
Something
I
like
think,
that.
or the caves. You guys can't talk in the background. You're
Yeah,
totally
holy
audible.
shit. That's gonna get frustrating.
You have no idea how many times I've said this to people, especially on the radio. When I bring people in to be guests on the radio, they always talk to me instead of to everyone in the Skype call, because it's like you're sitting next to me, so you're kind of like, oh, do they know about blah blah blah? And I'm like, ask them if they know. Everyone can hear you. You're sitting next to a microphone. You know, like we are not having a private conversation. So yeah, if you talk back there, everyone knows what you're saying, including us.
Use your
Talking
words.
about the like big bosses in this game.
Can it send a fax?
This one and Nito and
Can it send a fax?
Yeah.
Can it plug into a printer?
How do I send a fax in Dark Souls?
Speaking of printers, I spent the whole day looking for fucking printer drivers. It was insane. Like at least 5 hours of my day.
Jesus, where were you looking? Like at stores or?
No, like online.
For
like,
ink or
like,
okay,
software
yeah, okay.
I see.
drivers.
And then you spent the other 2 hours looking for that book
Ah,
on
no!
how to make beer.
Yeah, it was a
No!
You were doing so well.
One fuck up.
Hey, it's
One
Alan.
fuck up costs you everything.
What are we doing in here?
Everyone's in my room now.
I was so close.
Why are we in here?
I don't know. Why are you in here?
Oh, that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave now.
See how it
It's
becomes chaos.
blown out base.
Just got in here.
Goodbye. See you,
Blown
bros.
out.
See you
Base.
and friends.
We'll see you after. Wait, did Brandon leave?
Yeah.
Did he leave Trevor?
Yeah.
Who's taking Trevor home? Alan is?
Yeah.
Do you have your car?
Yeah, my car.
Oh, so you're all going.
I'm buying fire paper. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Good luck getting back from Trevor's house. Because it's a complex neighborhood thing. Anyways,
Swag.
enough off-camera conversation in the middle of our recording.
Hey.
Victor. Hi.
Hey,
What's going on?
I've been shooting a film. You know, it's getting that feeling where it's like, at the beginning, it was like, professor's promising all this big shit. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. And we're like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. New director's cool. It's gonna be way better than that last thing. And then it starts to get to that point. We're getting almost 2 weeks into it. And you're getting to that point where you start to realize which people are gonna be slow, which people might become frustrating during the actual filming of this, the director's problems. And then you're just like, alright, I really hope this doesn't turn to shit.
Well, the last thing you did, the last film you did with school, did turn out well, right?
It was mediocre. Everyone, like, the original script was kind of charming, and the final product is not charming, and that is, no one likes it that much. But, you know, it didn't totally eat shit. A lot of people had problems with, like, the director thinking he was a fucking douchebag and an asshole, which he is. He is a douchebag. I didn't have too much of a problem with him. But then this new guy is like, he's super nice, so that should at least be fun. But then it's like, he seems like the kind of guy where it's like, he seems nice now, but we haven't got him mad yet.
Right.
So, what's it gonna be like when shit hits the fan is the real question. Where everyone seems nice at first, but then when stress hits, all of a sudden they fucking 180 on that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. And we watched the director and my professor, who I'll start referring to as Snape, because that's my nickname for him.
Does he act like Snape?
He looks like Snape and he acts like Snape. He is Snape.
Which professor? Is he one you like, or?
I mean, he's the main guy, the department chair. He was the DP on the last thing. He's the guy I work with fucking constantly. So it's like...
I thought he was a black guy.
No, what?
I thought...
That was the producer guy.
Oh, okay.
Who was an old guy. This is Snape. The DP,
So
he's David Mallon.
Which one's the one who looks at your Instagram all the time?
No, that's the producer.
Okay.
He's a cool guy. He's a fun guy.
So you're cool with both of these guys?
More or less with Snape. He's kind of like, sometimes he's cool, sometimes you're like, why are you a douchebag? Why are you pretentious? But he's alright. For some reason, like, it's one of those where it's like, I'm kind of like the best student a lot of the time, so now people treat me like I'm his fucking favorite, even though a lot of the times I feel like he still doesn't really fucking like me because he's just really condescending to everyone.
Anyways, what were you gonna say about him? Because you
I was gonna say, him and this new director shot a film a few years ago when Snape was working at Virginia Tech, and like they were hyping it up like, oh yeah, this is the last thing we did, and they're like, oh, we're gonna watch it eventually, and we watched it today, and it sucks shit. It was pretty fucking lame. And I was like, oh, well, I don't have high hopes for this next one because that one was pretty fucking gay.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. It's one of those things that at least made me feel better about my film because I'm like, well, at least it wasn't this fucking lame. Like, it was just lame. It was just really lame. It was like they tried to do, like, cool wide angle, like, long take shots, but it's like the acting was fucking horrible. And it's like the shots were... Like, if a film student had shot it, you would have been like, oh, that was alright for a film student, but no. These guys were professionals.
Right.
Like, I know the one guy has, like, a theater background, so he's not, like, great at, like, cinematography or anything,
that can
but
be
it's
said
like...
about your film, like, regardless of how we ultimately feel about it, it's definitely not lame.
Yeah, it's not
and
lame.
it's not pretentious.
And it's
it
definitely
is,
not pretentious.
It does not try to be anything more than what it is.
Yeah, but this was, like, total pretentious, like, film student-y shit,
like,
but it wasn't done by a film
could,
student.
Like, it could easily have been pretentious, because, like, it's very, like, absurdist, and there's, like, a lot of weird, there's the weird cutaway gags and stuff like that. Like,
Fuck!
When you read that in a script, you're like, oh, this is, like, all kooky and stuff, but you shot it very conventionally, so it doesn't feel like, oh...
Because I like
convention,
I don't like
you
fucking...
know?
Flashy student film shit because it just seems so, like, try-hard to me.
Unless you know what you're doing. Unless you are Wes Anderson and you can do Wes Anderson's shots, you know.
Unless it actually does have a purpose and meaning and it's, like, a good
Actually,
good
I did
shot.
read you that whole article by Film Crit Hulk about the problems with quirk. Where,
yeah, quirkiness for no reason.
I recommend reading that, because Film Crit Hulk had this article about why, like...
No!
Wes Anderson, who we're both fans of.
Yes.
A very cool filmmaker whose his films are very quirky, but they are for a purpose. Like the films all have like a clear message and a clear goal they're going for. And everything in the film, I wouldn't necessarily say that everything is necessary.
Let's go fight Gravelord Nito and come back here fucking over-leveled as hell, because I'm sick of these douchebags.
Alright. But
even though I kind of wanted to go to bed, so maybe I should just kill them.
If
Whatever,
you can.
let's go to Firelink Shrine.
But anyways, like, he's saying how Wes Anderson movies like are quirky, but that's not what's interesting about them. The stories are good, the characters are good, and like there was like a period of time where everyone tried to copy Wes Anderson's style by just making quirky movies that don't really have any heart or depth to them, you know.
Yes.
And his biggest
it's funny because Snape loves Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, he talks. Film Crit Hulk talks a lot of shit about Little Miss Sunshine because of it. He sees it as just being quirky just for the sake of being quirky and you know, not really having like a point to it. Which I don't know. I haven't seen that movie since like 2004, so I can't really make a judgment on it. But yeah, it's a good article though. And I think there's plenty of people who do that. They think that the cool shots are
they make something to
cool
do cool
because
shots
they're cool shots, when it's really they're cool because of what they suggest.
And that's kind of a Sergio style of doing things from his directing so far.
Everything has to look
where it's
cool.
like he's more interested in getting cool shots for his reel right now so that he can get hired to do work.
Right.
Where it's just like I'm not really interested in doing something just for the sake of like building a reel, which is like that is important, you know, to have solid shots, but then it's just like I don't I'm not just gonna make something for the sake of having cool shots.
Right.
Like,
I mean, that's just basically photography. Like,
Yeah.
if you're just setting up cool pictures, then you're just doing photography. You're not doing film, really. I mean,
well, I mean, there is organization with film, and there's shit like moving shots that are impressive to look at. And if you're just building a reel to show, you know, an employer, then they're not going to see the whole story anyways. They're just going to see that one shot, and out of context, it looks like it was part of a story. So it's like, that is a smart, strategic way to build a reel, but it's, yeah, I'm just not the kind of person who's going to end up doing that, you know? I never take the easy way out of things.
I definitely think that everything should be. I'm a big fan of the idea of inventive shots where the shot matches what it's supposed to be conveyed by the scene. You know, you're not supposed to. Don't just do a big one take because you want to have a big one take in your movie. Do it if you read a scene and you go.
This movie is just like
big one take would
they
work
just
well
added
here.
nothing to it, and I was just like, they don't work because it's like the lines would have been more powerful if they cut into the actors' faces. You could see what the fuck was going on.
Right.
But you can't like see the actors well enough. It was weird because it was shot on a Red Epic cinema camera, which is one of like the big popular digital film cameras that shoots in RAW. It's supposed to be like beautiful, you know, it's becoming like a standard of like, you know, low budget people using it. But the movie kind of looks like shit. Like, it's like they didn't do good color correction or good lighting, so it's just kind of like, why? This camera was useless, which makes me feel good because you know, one of the fucking excuses people will use is like, oh, your thing only looks good because, you know, you had a good camera. It's like, no, it's because I know what I'm fucking doing. The camera doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, your
like, if you
film,
can't use the camera, then it's not going to look good.
Like, color-wise and lighting-wise, everything looked great.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about that aspect, which, when I think about it now, is a small miracle.
Well, that's just because I know what I'm doing.
Because almost everything that we've shot has some kind of lighting or color problems.
But this was the first time I spent a lot of time on lighting, you know? Not a
Even
lot
like,
of time, but I know how to do it now. I know how to do it
even
well.
like, even inspiration, like, the lighting is just
yeah, because
kind of weird.
I wasn't able to get the stuff that I wanted, so it's a
Right.
one light on his face and then just the room lighting.
Yeah, and everything's
so that
very
was
yellow.
there was no lighting in that pretty much.
Which kind of worked in the context
And
of
I
the
didn't get to
film,
do
but-
color correction because I didn't like my editor working on that.
Right.
And so and we were using this shitty Final Cut that was freezing up, and so I was like, okay, no color correction, fuck it. And you know, I did want it to look a little warmer coming out of it. Like, I did shoot it knowing it was gonna be kind of yellow.
Right.
But yeah, I would have corrected it if I had the resources for that.
Yeah. It's like we've said, people...
And man, I did extensive color correction on
There's,
the old Kitten Paw.
There's a, the most recent video that I had your help on was the one where I did a video on 2 interviews that I read on To Ubukata and, what's his name? Kenji Kamiyama, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had you set up my lighting, because anytime I don't have you set up my
shit.
lighting, it looks
Whoa.
like fucking garbage,
Never
right?
done that before.
Because I cannot, what people don't understand is you cannot look at yourself in a camera if you're setting up
Fuck.
the shot for the camera. You know,
Yes.
like I can't, if I'm alone, I can't set up lights, sit down, and then see myself in the camera if I want to use my good camera, right?
Another thing I always forget is that lighting is not easy. It's
And,
another thing I've gotten used to.
Victor did a great job of lighting me, and I was like, I watched it and I was like, perfect. The lighting looks good, awesome. But I'm not in focus.
Because
you
that
can't.
stupid camera.
Well, because it doesn't. It's the focus is to the because it'll constantly change focus if stuff's moving.
Yeah.
And so what I always do is I always do touch focus, where if you click on something in the picture, it'll automatically focus on that. It'll keep the focus on that point. So I focused on the chair, but then I'm not at the same depth as the chair, and it ended up mostly focusing on the background. I'm not so out of focus that
There's
it's like a
another spot I
big
fell
problem,
off.
but someone pointed it out, and they were all criticizing.
Do you remember
like,
where Shade said to fall off here?
not on
I
this.
followed that spot, and then where do I go?
Not on this.
Isn't it like down here?
You'll know. You'll see.
I don't remember having to run up the. Unless it's over to that side.
It's not even in this spot, is it? I don't remember. Anyways, I don't even think you're at the right area.
No, because you have to jump down to that spot,
Okay,
and then you
yeah,
jump
that's
down to
probably
another
right.
spot.
Then go over there and jump down to that spot.
Well, I don't know where to
Jump from that lip right there.
That lip just straight down? That would kill me. Okay, it's right there.
That
Yeah.
platform?
I couldn't
Yeah.
see it. I thought that might have
Jeez.
been right there, though.
Anyways, Fucking, what was I saying? I don't even remember.
Something about being out of focus in your chair.
Right, yeah.
'Cause you're
I was out of...
shooting on a shitty phone camera.
It's not a shitty phone camera. It's
Yeah.
that I'm not shooting myself. I can't see myself in... Like, all it would take was that I had sat down and you clicked on my face and it would have looked perfect.
Yes.
You know? But because you left the room after doing the lights... And I just, well, because I did a bunch of setup and stuff before I did it, so it's not like I.
Yeah, you also left the chair before. Remember, because I had said it, and then you were like, "Oh, I gotta go do something." Yeah, I go to Wawa.
But well, I mean, when I came back, I focused it on the chair, and then like.
Yeah, that was after
Saturday.
I had been through.
It doesn't matter. The point is, you weren't there for the moment that mattered.
Yes.
Where I sat down in the chair and someone clicks on my face, and the guy was like, "Make sure you have yourself in focus next time," and I'm like. I can't do that. Like, there's no way for me to be in focus and film myself and have good lighting all at this and good camera. Like, cause
Yes.
I can use the inside camera on my phone, which I do a lot. Like for like on the Digi Does Anime channel, I usually just use the inside camera, which isn't as good, but I can see myself, so I can set up
Yeah.
the shot perfectly. But if I use the outside camera, I can't see myself, and I have no way of touching the screen to make it focus, and I have no way of setting, like, checking the lights. Because the one time I did try to light myself was for the stop complaining about budget in animation rant, and there's a fucking shadow right on my face, and it's so
God.
annoying, it's intolerable. It's just, you know... Even doing it, something as minor as a vlog, a lot of shit can go wrong if you don't have a perfect setup. You know?
Yes.
If you don't have, like,
Yes.
MKBHD, who has all the right equipment and every shot looks perfect, you know?
Oh, it's so fucking dark here. I need a torch.
Are there torches in this game?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight anything
So
here.
this is the
'cause I
Tomb of the
hate
Giants, and
place.
this is the scariest fucking place
It is
in
the
game.
scariest place in the game.
Because it's just black.
It's dark,
It's
and
just
all of the
pure-
enemies will fuck you up.
So I'm guessing that's the demon
they're
ruins down there that you
scary.
can see in the
Yeah.
distance.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't see it in the distance originally, and then it's like DS Fix makes it so you could just fucking see everything.
No, I remember being.
Or you couldn't
able
see it
to
as clearly.
see it. Yeah, maybe not as clearly, but.
Yay, the ladder!
Bitch, where are you? Oh, I saw a fire.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah. sweet.
Swag. Oh, fuck.
Well, you gotta fight one, I guess. All right.
Hey!
Sweet.
Lucky hit.
It looked like you fucking just killed him too.
Yeah, I knocked him off. Looks like
mean,
he's
like-
only gonna die in 2 hits. I'm glad I leveled up my weapon a bunch.
Yeah, you've been kicking way more. Ugh.
Yeah, that was
gross
a horrible
noise.
sound.
You've been kicking a lot more ass with this great sword. I gotta say, it's
Glad I made the switch. I don't know why I would put a limit on myself while I'm trying to like nonchalantly play this game and talk over it.
Well, I don't think you were thinking of it as a limit, like
Yeah,
as
too
severely
as much.
as-
Yeah, I didn't think it was that much of a limit.
Jeez, dude, you're just like expelling all your bodily fluids right now.
Yeah, dog, it's all the hella in my nose trying to escape.
All the hella in your nose.
Oh shit! Fucked up that freaky bitch.
All right. So
It is dark as shit right now.
What's beyond this fog gate?
Oh, that's just the next part of the area. It's not like a boss or anything.
Are there any mini bosses here?
Nah. Well, kinda. There's another pinwheel demon, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a mini boss. Dude, I can't see shit right. I remember like you can at least see
No.
kind of.
It's always been like this. You can't tell where the fuck you are.
Son of a bitch.
This
Maybe
is
it's just
exactly
I memorized
how
the
I
path
remember.
so well before
Yeah,
that
you
I could
had.
get through it.
You would always just run right fucking through. Because it's kind of like a straight line from the entrance
Yeah.
to the exit. But
No,
like,
it's not. It's a very complicated
you can
path
always-
that you have to memorize.
like there's a point where you can always see the ending door from where you are, you know? Like,
Kinda.
it's scary and
Yeah.
weird.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, here we go. This place looks...
I think there's another bonfire around here
light.
somewhere. But it's
Tomb
one
of
of
the
those ones
Giants
I can never fucking find.
sucks.
Because it's fucking dark. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it and kill myself. Even though I only have 5 flasks. I don't know if I'll be able to beat Nito. I don't remember the trick to beat Nito.
Get up in his ass.
No, there's like a specific trick. Is it just getting up in his
He has
ass?
to be in his like rib cage because you can't hurt his back.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Hey, where's that's the little guy? You killed him.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty close already, right?
Yeah, it's
Isn't
right
this
here.
where the babies are?
But there's all these fucking pinwheel demons.
oh
and these
God,
freaky
what the
fucks.
fuck?
It's right in the next
Oh, I
room.
forgot how gross some of the stuff in this game could
Yep,
be.
it's like dudes made out of dudes.
They're fucking
And
cool
big
as shit,
skeleton
though.
dudes. Yeah. I mean, the monsters in these later parts are fucking cool shit. And this is another really part that reminds me of Berserk with the fucking dead babies and shit. And it's just like this fucking horrifying room. These freaky fucking dudes. Ah, fuck. No, 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 no.
You know what I might do tonight instead of
Read
the
Berserk.
work I should be doing? Is watch Game Grumps play Bloodborne.
Fuck my ass!
I still haven't played Bloodborne past...
I really just died to these fucking dudes.
Yeah, you did.
Eat shit.
I still haven't played very much of Bloodborne, and I still haven't watched someone play it. But Game Grumps is already like 35 episodes deep, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop now if you want. It's 12 o'clock.
Alright, I was gonna try to at least get to the boss, but it's probably better if I don't. It's getting hot.
Alright, everybody. See you next time on Digi Bros.
Yay!
Yeah!
Let me quit the game. Hold on.
Let me just end the
Whatever.
recording.